camera cut off on me again. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so Maggie, that dog was like 23 years old. One of my other clients, her dad's dog, was 23 years old. She was part lab and golden retriever, but she was all black. And she was 23 years old. Real nice dog, but yeah, when she died. And then Cyrus was just a golden retriever. He was 18 years old. And then Hershey, she was a chocolate lab. There's all my clients' dogs. She lived like 10 or 12 years. And I think the chocolate labs and the black labs usually have the shortest lifespans. But the chocolate labs are the sweetest of all three labs. Like if you want like really, really friendly, chocolate lab. And they get really fat. Like she didn't have a tail, she had a nub. Yeah, Hershey. She was such a nice dog. She was such a nice dog, that dog. She'd go nuts when she'd see me there in the morning. Be tight to you all the time, and he'd have to like, get out of the way, you're gonna drop a 2x4 on you. Yeah, they become your best friend, eh? Especially when you give them treats and stuff. Then my Coleys, Duke being my first kind of Coley, not my first dog, but my first Coley. He was about 12 when he died, which was for a big Coley, like I forget what they call the big Coleys. And then Jay, he was a like Lassie style Coley, not the Shetland Coleys, not the little ones, but the big ones. And he only lived 7 or 8 years. And then big old Chev, my favorite lughead, he lived maybe about 7 years. And then his twin brother, Chase, because we call him Chevy and Chase, like Chevy and Chase, but Chevy Chase, you know, remember the actor? So we kept Chevy, which was the dummy. They were both kind of dumb, because they were both kind of like starved of oxygen. So they were, you know, not to be mean, but they were both kind of retarded. But Chevy was really retarded. Like, he was the nicest dog ever, but he was just so stupid. You couldn't teach him anything. And one day I almost got him to understand the concept of fetch. I almost cried because he actually learned like that much. He was so close. He was so close. I was proud of him. But he was so stupid. But what a lovable dog. What a lovable dog. But he was funny because he would sit on you and stuff like that when you're on the couch, and he'd put his butt up against you and try to push you off the couch. Oh, somebody. Come on, Silver Pellet Power. We're going to get run over. Birdie. And then, yeah. But now we don't really have technically a dog. We got a de facto dog, which is Marley, which I don't know how old Marley is. She must be about 2 or 3. She was a rescue dog that my aunt and uncle got. And then she kind of adopted our houses. Like I go over to my aunt and uncle, I was like, you taking good care of my dog? You know, like she's like over at our place like 5 to 10 times a day. It's hilarious. Oh, geez, that's bright. That sun's shining. That sun is shining. Really shining. I can't see. There. Now we can see. That makes things better. So that's my last job of the week. Not a hard job, moving cat food. Yeah. Sometimes, like a lot of these seniors, I think a lot of it is just, you know, yeah, there's things they can't do anymore, but I think a lot of it is they just like people visiting. You know what I mean? So, you know, like you sit and you chat for, like, you're done your job, you might stay and chat for another 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you know. Kind of like, how's your day? Oh, what are you up to? You know, like that kind of stuff. It means a lot to people, you know, especially in these small communities, you know. Like, one day I'm going to be old, and I'm going to be like, you know, I just want somebody to sit there and listen to me whine and grovel and bitch about stuff. hide it in the trunk or whatever, make his car smell like dead fish. Like, I wouldn't do stuff like that, but it was funny to watch the movie. Like, I was like, what a prick. What was the name of that movie? It was so funny. It wasn't called The Odd Couple. It was based on The Odd Couple, the show. But what was the name of the movie? Was it Grumpy Old Men? Is that what it was called? Fantastic freaking movie. There was another movie. It was all these old guys. It was called Wise Guys, and it was basically, in a nutshell, it was all these old guys that were in prison as like 1930s gangsters, and then they get out and they plan their last heist, and they get caught again, of course, at the end. It was called Wise Guys. That movie was so good. It was like Paul Newman and all that, but it was done in like the 90s, right? Kind of like here, you know, like the, you know, the Apple Dumpling Gang rides again kind of thing, right? And yeah, it was really good. Yeah. I like movies with good character like that. And all the really good movies like that have old guys in it that just know how to deliver a line. You know what I mean? So, anyway, there you go.